The Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg Show.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Friday show. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Laura, that's Rosenberg, and I'm Ebro. We do this thing called Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg. You can tell we put a lot of thought into that title.
No, and listen, we did. When Ebro hits the that's so-and-so, you got to hit the quick cut each time.
Oh, where the names pop up?
No, just at least to show us. You know what I mean?
All right, we can do it again. All
Yeah,
right, that's Laura Styles. And that's Rosenberg. And I'm Ebro.
See, look at us. Look at us.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on Fridays, we have a good time. We take your emails, we take your voice notes, we talk about our families. We also get into your other emails, which are about your personal life, which are the gurus.
Oh, yeah.
So, but we never have decided
And the Freedom
what order.
Fridays.
Yeah, but those aren't really that personal. So we start with Friday Freedoms?
Yes, we do.
Friday Freedom.
Friday Freedoms it is. Boom. So the email is what, Laura Styles?
What is it?
Damn.
Sorry.
Ebro Laura Rosenberg at Gmail?
Yes, ebrolaurarosenberg@gmail.com.
Yo, man. Thought she had my back, bro. Well, let's listen to Spark.
Oh, we're starting off with Spark?
Yeah, well, let's
All
start
right,
with
Spark.
Spark. Here we go. Spark. Sorry about that, Spark. Let's see what he's got to say.
All right.
Ebro Lower Rosenberg, what's happening? This is your boy Spark from South Florida. I love you guys. Big fight since 2019.
Big fight. Fight
helped me
game.
get through a rough time.
God bless,
working
bro.
at home hospice care, delivering oxygen in beds during COVID. That was some scary-ish, but thank y'all. You know, y'all got me through having the mask, glove, and gown up every day, so I really appreciate y'all. Next, y'all gotta get to everybody in the super chat.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Even the $1.99 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Spark.
I spent the $1.99 on my birthday. I just wanted y'all to say happy birthday. That's
I didn't even see it.
Rosenberg's being an elitist.
No, I didn't see
Wait,
it.
to do crazy things with our eyebrows on the Zoom. So, hey, it is what it is. Not tripping. But the real thing I wanted to get to real quick, all the people tripping about the Bad Bunny halftime show, just remember there's a deaf community that don't hear nothing at the halftime show, that can't know what's going on except for people dancing without closed captions. Remember that, okay? They don't complain, so side bow, chill out, enjoy Bad Bunny.
Repping for the
This
deaf
is a
community.
culture moment for everybody to come together, and we should take it as such. Love y'all. Have a great day.
Thanks, Spark.
Thanks,
Let's have
Spark.
positive vibes. Also,
Happy
for
belated
the
Spark.
deaf community, they have the ASL
They do.
interpreters,
They do.
which I interviewed at the press conference this year.
Yeah, I think I saw some piece of that.
I have a whole new respect for those people. Now, maybe I just got some awesome ASL interpreters to explain like how they have to go about like embodying the lyrics. Like it's one thing to just ASL someone talking, but to actually convey emotion through sign and music on beat.
Yeah, emotional
It's
music.
really, really dope. And
Nah,
they get
different
into
level.
it. Yeah. Honestly, they've gotten so much cooler now.
Right.
Like
No, they-
now they
put
really
an effort.
lean into it. It has sazon. Like you see it anytime you see them, they're all super animated. I love it. I think
Well,
it's
and
really
then
cool.
this year also, you know me, I was damn near cried every day. A couple of the ASL interpreters are from Puerto Rico.
Yes.
So
yes.
not only are they representing, they're double representing.
Double representing.
Maybe even triple.
How you mean they're deaf also? Because that doesn't make
Yes.
sense. No,
Yes.
deaf and interpreting. Don't
Yes.
they have to hear him?
So how
No. Somebody was not deaf completely, but like
partial.
partial.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Laura Styles.
Okay, yeah. Well,
No, she just doesn't listen. That's Laura never listens.
got
Everyone's
it.
favorite game.
Got it. All right, to
you
the
both are
emails.
right.
Laura, what you got?
Okay, so we have one, let me see, from Megan. Hi, guys. I just want to say I love the segment of Family Matters. We have a 6-month-old son. He was diagnosed with botulism in September. I had to look that up, guys. I was like,
What is
was
botulism again?
So it's
You
like
can get it from eating honey before.
it's rare though.
It's like a germ.
So
or
it's
something.
like a it can affect your nervous system.
Yes.
Like it's scary.
Well, so that's why babies aren't supposed to eat honey before they're a year old.
Because it's not,
because of the whatever's in the honey. Their body can't process it. Can get botulism.
Okay, so he said he didn't get it from the formula that was going around, and he's finally off his feeding tube. Oh,
Wow.
Good news, good news. It is super helpful to hear advice from all of you. The story of MJ having a meltdown was very relatable a few weeks ago when Ebro said, the doctor said it takes 28 days for the baby to starve. That had me weak. It's just nice to hear that who are older. I'm 41 and my husband's 40, who are the last of our friends to have a baby. Once I'll go back to work, I'll definitely be on that Patreon and I'll get the merch. But all the love to you and yours.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Megan.
Megan, we're so sorry that you guys have been dealing with that. We hope your baby is fully bouncing back and doing well. That sounds really scary.
Yeah, and for other parents out there who have had to deal with that, one, sending you blessings and love, and two, for others who don't understand what it is a rare, life-threatening, non-contagious illness caused by toxins.
Non-life-threatening?
No, life-threatening.
Life-threatening.
Non-contagious. It's caused by toxins, and it attacks the nervous system, causing muscle paralysis, including breathing difficulties. Symptoms often begin with facial weakness, double vision, drooping eyelids, difficulty swallowing, slurred speech, typically starting 12 to 36 hours after exposure. So very scary.
But
Very
we are so happy to hear there's progress and he's off his feeding tube. So that's great
That
news.
is scary, bro.
Yeah, we're just going to keep praying that So can it get permanently resolved?
I believe so. It's a medical emergency requiring immediate treatment with toxins. Let's see. Botulism is not a short-term illness. Recovery from the paralysis can take weeks to months, requiring intensive hospital care.
Okay, so but it does sound like it ends at
But
some
yeah,
point.
you have to allow the nerves to heal.
So it sounds like this is going the right direction.
Yes.
For this little baby.
Yes.
All right.
And don't worry, yes, as people who had kids later on in life, we will continue to share stories.
Yeah, because we're still only going to be more and more washed. Speaking of which, Julia writes us also about family matters.
Okay.
And there's a lot here, so I'm gonna jump around a little bit. She's a speech therapist in New Jersey.
She would love a 7 a.m. show, by the way. We're working on that.
We're working on it. We got
I'm gonna skip past that part too, but love to you for that. So one of your segments particularly touched me, and I've been meaning to write to you since I heard it. As you know, parenthood postpones a lot of things. It's been almost a month ago at this point, but it was so moving I just had to write. Your segment during Family Matters where Rosenberg spoke about Maya's first birthday moved me to tears. It was so beautiful to hear him talk about Maya and his family and to hear you all acknowledge Natalie's birthday. Meaning birthday.
yeah.
Shine light on motherhood and discuss how incredibly deep postpartum actually is. And speak on how there are highs and lows of parenthood no matter what you see on social media. I felt so incredibly seen because here I was driving home from work on my son's second birthday. Could not be more perfect timing as I was pumping using my wearable breast pump for my 5-month-old son at home. Parentheses, moms are amazing. Following a maternity leave that was entirely too short, you helped me realize I am too just a little girl trying to figure this all out. Damn, it's going to get me emotional. That was actually Erykah Badu who said that, but I'm doing my best. I was emotional in the best way from the postpartum hormones, the fact that my baby is now 2, how, and your beautiful words and utmost respect for mothers. It was like the stars aligned and y'all knew what I needed to hear without even knowing that I existed. I hope you know that you are changing lives whether you realize it or not. Your love and passion is palpable. Your words are beautiful, thoughtful, and hilarious. I know that I've found my people. I hope this reaches you all and you continue to be exactly who you are.
Oh, man. Beautiful. I was going to cry on that, too.
Yeah, I like
I got it's for Clem to full crier on the
No,
like,
it's where we're at right
there
now.
on the precipice.
My eyes are watery.
Yeah, she's you're very good with your words. That hit.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Griff has texted me something urgent that I need to read. It says, yes, you're right, Griff. I do need to do that. I will be doing that today.
Okay.
Just hang on, everybody. Hang on, everybody.
All right.
Hang on, everyone. But we have to also get to another voice note before we get to the next email. David, you're up.
What's up, fam? David, loyal thoughts from Belleville, New Jersey. I'll make it quick. 2 things. 1, I got beef with Griff, man. I feel like my voice notes never make it on, but all love. 2, quick favor to ask. Is it possible to load all shows on the Patreon? When we pay that extra, we're able to download the videos on the Patreon, so be able to watch you guys in my commute. I do listen to the podcast, but I'm not giving YouTube money so I can download the shows on YouTube. Sorry. Love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
I love that.
But why can't he? Because he wants to watch. I was going to say, you could just subscribe to the podcast.
He
He
does
wants
that.
to watch. And Apple won't, the podcast Apple version with video,
Yeah, when's that happening?
they said spring in the announcement.
Okay.
Okay.
Because soon there'll be your podcast app will also, your Apple podcast app will show video soon as well.
Well, so wait a minute. David is saying that he doesn't the YouTube episode.
I guess what
The
it is
everyday episodes. You can't
but-
download them without paying.
correct. Yes, you can, unless you have a paid subscription. And I guess he wants to watch them when he doesn't have internet.
Yes.
He wants the ability to just
Right. Just
download.
to have it.
Yeah. So he's asking for a section of the Patreon to include our daily shows.
What does that mean? Why would that be bad or good or what? Tell me something. I don't know.
I don't. It just work. It's just another thing for Bascom to have to do. I think that's the issue.
How hard is that, Bascom? To upload a full daily show, or like, is there a world on Fridays where we just put the week's shows on Patreon?
And maybe
how
keep-
long and how much work is that?
And
All right.
well, we're not taking them off YouTube.
yeah, this is just for
We're
people.
just for people who are on Patreon and like David, who are like, yo, this is where I'm at.
I wanna
paid some
watch
money
later.
and I want to, have it at my disposal.
Okay, we'll work on it, David.
Good idea, David.
Thank you.
Back to the emails. Laura Styles.
All right. Oh my God. This one is from Sam, who said, Laura almost made me stop listening after 12 years.
oh my God!
Hang on.
Jeez. Okay.
I mean, no. Whoa.
Disrespect. All right. Hi, Laura. I wanted to share how your comment about parents being quote unquote idiots
Oh,
for giving kids melatonin every night landed with me. I'm a Dominican and my wife is Guatemalan, so I've always felt a kindred spirit with you, which is why I felt comfortable writing. My son has autism, and after extensive research and guidance from his pediatrician, we give him melatonin nightly. Without it, he struggles significantly to fall asleep and stay asleep, which affects his functioning at school and daily life. Many children with autism produce lower levels of natural melatonin, so this helps regulate his sleep in a medically supported way. So when you said, I'm sure your pediatrician would say not to give it every day, I just wanted to share that ours approved it and continues to monitor his care. That said, I've been listening for 12 plus years. You've more than earned grace from me, and I know your heart, and I don't believe you meant harm. Just wanted to offer some nuance to the conversation. Much love to you and the whole team. Thank you for keeping the show going. When my funds get right, maybe I'll sign up for Patreon and buy some merch. LOL. In the meantime, my broke ass will keep hitting the like button. Love y'all.
hit that
Sam,
like button.
thank you. No, Sam, seriously. I think your case is different, right? Because you consulted with your pediatrician. You are dealing with a very specific situation. Sam, I am sorry if I offended you, but I truly...
You did not mean that people are dumb for taking melatonin.
No, I truly meant for the lazy parents who just give melatonin to their children because they are too lazy to create a sleep schedule, because they're too busy trying to do XYZ that they want to just drug their kids to sleep. It's a real thing. Like I had an argument with one of my friends because she was telling me that all her cousins just give it to their healthy children because they're too lazy to do the work.
So that's where your energy about this was coming from.
That's where I'm coming from. So to you, I'm sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean
Sam,
I'm
Sam
offended
wanted to let
also.
Laura know.
Yeah, I want to say that I'm offended. I'm sick of Laura offending all these people and angering our audience like this.
That's right.
About time people notice that she's the real villain of this
You know what I
show.
mean? Hit her with the 8-ball jacket, man.
And I felt so nice to hear someone else someone come for someone in an email.
Rosenberg, get off the...
Oh, here's someone coming for all of us.
Okay.
Well, we're going to go to a voice note
It's
first.
2 emails, then voice note.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah, bruh.
All right, go
You
ahead.
don't pay, you don't pay attention.
I forget, for sure.
I be forgetting. All right, where to go?
What's the title?
Oh, here we go. Tanisha, stop defending abusers.
Oh, here we go. Cook up.
As a woman, I cannot express how disheartening it is to hear you guys constantly defend and support Chris Brown. He was not a literal baby Rosenberg who did something one time. He has a long and documented history of violence and colorism since his attack on Rihanna that includes very recent incidents. Also, a domestic violence victim forgiving their abuser does not absolve the perpetrator of their behavior. As girl dads, please do better. I would just like to say, I have been accused of many things in my life. Chris Brown defender, not one of them.
Not one of
this,
them.
this is what's so funny about like the story.
I think it was the literal baby part when you.
Well, I guess I
say he was.
By the way, whenever you say
what was he?
literal,
and what was he? 17, 18?
no, 16 maybe.
Oh, no, he wasn't 16.
He was older
like
than 16?
17, 18. Well, because 16 was when we met him. That was like his first
Or maybe
single.
I said they've been dating since they were baby.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know what I said. That's stupid. If I said literal, guess what I meant? Not literal. Definitely not a Chris Brown defender. In every argument I've said he is never going to get back to the most mainstream stage possible. I am completely offended and upset by what he did. I crushed him on the radio for it for a good 10 straight years. And recently I have taken the tone of, do people deserve to one day be forgiven for the worst thing that they did if it was 20-some years ago? To your point, though, Tanisha, he has consistently done dumb and offensive things otherwise. I don't know if there's been other violence towards women, which would be unforgivable.
How recent, and for y'all listening in the chat, how recent was his last kind of egregious abusive?
Just like this week,
Wait,
there's like drama because he's like harassing like one of his exes and like threatening the boyfriend. So there's all this like back and forth right now. Like,
So that's
this
happening
week. Yeah.
right now.
No, listen. The truth of the matter is, I tend sadly to think that he sucks. That's where I always lean towards. He's always made a decision that I'm like, bruh.
Come on, bruh.
I've always,
grow up.
It's been like that forever and
Yeah.
ever. So if we had, this is what's hard about talking every day for the last 20 years. 90% of the time, people think I'm the world's biggest Chris Brown hater. She happened to hear one conversation where I guess I was feeling a little more forgiving, and she's like, "Ah." So I feel you though. You have every right to be mad at him forever, and he deserves to be held accountable for what happened.
Listen, growing up, being accountable, realizing that your transgressions of the past shape how people see you in present day is something, and accepting that is something that most people can't do. Even the government. It's not even a part of how we do anything at a high level, right? And that's not an excuse or anything. I'm just saying that is the culture. Mm-hmm. Right? And so when we see an individual doing it, of course we want to hold that individual accountable. I just oftentimes go, that's learned behavior. We see that behavior in society at the highest levels, with the most powerful, with the richest, all of it.
With America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see you guys are skipping over this one. It caught my eye. It says Ebro is a guru. No, that didn't interest any of you guys,
I
huh?
didn't even see that one.
Got it. Oh, wow. It's amazing. Huh.
You want to read it?
Let's get to a voice note. Nah, I'm just doing voice notes over here.
God.
Hi, Ebro, Rosenberg. Sending this audio from Montreal. This is who I am. I'm a Moroccan Canadian, or should I say from Canada? Because now that this is how we're saying it, guys. Like since Bad Bunny,
Bad Bunny, I knew.
The Benito Ball. This is how we say Canada.
Canada.
Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the new tee, the We Got Plans tee. The design is sick.
Oh, dope.
Chase, what up?
Yeah, and just happy to be continuing the journey with you guys. Been listening for 15 plus years, since way back when I was in Casablanca, and then when we moved here, me and my husband from Montreal, to Montreal. So I love listening to you guys. Ebro, stop being annoying with like, let's go with the program. Let's hold on, stop playing the music. So what should we do now? Like, let us be archaic. Like, let us be without a program. Let us make mistakes. We love it. We love the raw.
I don't like the mistakes, lady.
The unfiltered. We love the diamond. How do we say it? A diamond in the making.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, so sorry if this is long. Love you guys so much. Keep doing what you're doing. We're going to be rocking with you till the wheels fall off, baby.
Thank you. That's very nice.
Aww.
Who yum?
Sweet. From Canada.
From Canada. Also, this doesn't count as the email I'm reading, but I should say that Akila reached out and said, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. You guys should change Friday free to FOTS Fridays.
FOTS Friday.
I love alliteration, and trying to keep the old name in a different way just isn't hitting. Let me know what you think. I hope you like it, and please use it. I like it.
FOTS Fridays. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
FOTS Fridays
I hope
it is.
you guys are saying aye, too.
Oh, no, do you like FOTS Fridays or FOT Fridays? I think FOT Fridays hits easier.
Friend of the?
Friend of the Fridays.
Friend of the Fridays.
We all friends of Fridays?
We are friends.
Come on, we're all friends of Fridays.
Listen.
But FOT Fridays or FOTS Fridays, I think it's still better than Friday Free or Free Friday.
I like it. I think it's cute.
Good job.
Well, look, loyal FOT here, Tiffany.
Okay.
Been with us since the plantation station. Thank you guys for keeping this thing going. I truly love listening to you guys every day, but I think it is time to stop hating on Ebro being a guru because he is proving he is actually really good at this. No wonder they didn't want to read this email.
I don't even see this email.
Last Friday's guru, Ebro, really shines. Someone wrote in about her twin boys and the struggle she faces in their energy and taking them out to run errands with her. Peter and Laura were ready to cook her for her parenting, but Ebro spoke up and had fully listened to the email. Look at me. Listening to emails and gave great feedback and insight. Little boys can be tough to manage, and as a mom of a little boy, I felt for her. Boy energy is unmatched. Ebro handled that guru beautifully, and I was a little sad Laura and Peter were too harsh.
No. You left an important word out.
What?
She said, I was a little sad Laura and Peter were about to be harsh on her.
No, I left that out on purpose.
Yeah, no, she made up what we were about to be. Yeah. What the hell is going on here?
Well, you didn't. Oh, but now all of a sudden you can see the email.
I found it. I just found it.
Oh, she said, Ebro is a guru. In Ken's voice. You know what I mean?
Ebro, you're not guru.
Love the show and everything you're doing. I hope you guys can check in with the phone of FOTS soon.
Yes,
I miss them being a part of the weekly show, too. Yeah, Hot Rod Rick. Nikki, Queen P.
Even Aubrey.
Ribbit. Oh,
maybe next week. Has it been long enough? Maybe next week we do a Patreon Whitish Wednesday.
Let's see if we
just
try.
do one.
We got some we have some capability issues.
Okay.
We have a few capability issues we gotta unlock and
playing
practice.
The music.
We got playing the music. We got multiple people plugged in virtual with the audio issues that we've had.
We're gonna discuss it.
So we got
the way to do it. If we wanted to do it at some point, the way to do it probably would be to do it from home. Because I can use my board, just play the music through to everybody. That would probably be the way to do it.
Yeah.
But then who's playing in the game?
Dang.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I had dreams of them popping up in the studio.
Well, so look, here at the new stew, we do have a DJ booth over there, so we could actually feature a DJ to play the music. That was my dream.
Okay, so we can do
right.
that.
So you could have a DJ there, right? But we're waiting on another board to have a little bit more audio capacity. And then we would have the phone of FOTS. We got to work through some of the virtual things, but we will have a phone number and a phone system soon come. We have the phone number.
we have.
Do we want to have people write it down now for later, or just do it once we? Because nobody could steal the phone number at this point.
The phone number is.
Yeah.
Yo, crazy enough, when we were trying to get the phone number, side story, while we're doing these FOT Friday emails, every number we came up with, and this wasn't obviously in public, Griff is on the phone with the lady trying to we want the ELR this or the every single one. As soon as Griff asked for the number, it got taken right away. It would be there and it was gone. It would be there and it was gone. It would be there and it was gone.
Like, how many people are getting phone numbers on a daily basis like that?
Well, I went straight conspiracy. I was like, yo.
Who's trying to
They're trying to make sure we can't get call-ins. Because once we get these call-ins rocking,
now it's a full radio show.
Because what shows live on YouTube at 8 a.m. got call-ins?
Not a lot, bruh.
It's us against the system.
Talk to him, Laura.
Talk about it.
Right.
All right, who we got? Email?
Yeah, Laura, you got it?
Yes.
Laura, you're up.
This is from Alma. Alma, a Latina from Sweden. Hey guys, I'm a Latina from Sweden. I found you guys on YouTube in 2016 interviewing J Balvin. A big shout out to all of you for turning around and making the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show so fast. I was literally so sad when it ended because your show is such a comfort to me and it has been for the past 10 years.
Wow.
Now, my commute to work, instead of listening to you on my commute to work, I now listen on my way home because of the time difference. And I am happy. Hearing you talk about maybe quitting in the previous episodes, you can't. You
We're
cannot.
We're not allowed.
Because you're not only such a comfort to me, but to a lot of people. You educate me so much. I learn something every day I listen to you. You guys speak so openly about politics and being on the right side of history. And sometimes it makes me choke up because you speak so well about the difficult subject. So big thanks for that. And also love to my girl Laura for making me feel seen and represented. Growing up in Sweden, it wasn't a lot of people of color. Very different now, thankfully. So my Latina representation was you. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I'm making all my friends over here, I'm making all of them subscribe to the new show. So thank you
Very
for promoting us. Thank you for
Thank you for the descriptions and all that. Rosenberg, before you go, really quick, I want to shout out people that we've missed their emails going back to like January.
Oh, yeah, do that because we may not hit them.
Because we may not. So Money Mel emailed back January, a frustrated teacher. He's a high school math teacher in the Bronx. He says the administration not caring about the kids, learning math, just passing kids without them actually learning anything. And he hopes Mom Donnie's newly appointed Chancellor Kamar Samuels, fellow Jamaican, has a plan to overhaul the Department of Education. Victoria, Rosenberg's apartment situation. This goes back January 30th, where she's been in ocean transportation for 11 years. She's also an NJ licensed real estate agent.
Okay.
She's dealt with horrible landlords and slumlords that have simply needed to be told about themselves. But she's telling you, get a real estate attorney, have them put your landlord property management company on notice that rent will be withheld and paid to an escrow until requests are met.
Okay.
And this is the most important part: pay your attorney the rent and have them keep it in an escrow account.
So yeah, they can't say you just
weren't paying.
So I do have I could give an update in Family Matters, perhaps.
Okay, Family Matters.
I appreciate that message from
Yeah,
I went away, and I'll give a little.
Okay.
All right. Also, Kika just showing love. Mabel thinks we should make an ebook. Rah, we missed your daughter's birthday back on January 15th. Sorry about that. And now, Rosenberg, you have an email.
I'm gonna summarize two emails with the same theme.
Okay.
Defending Rosenberg.
Okay.
Of course you are.
Tiffany is one of these emails. Tiffany says that she just got through listening to, I guess, last Friday's episode of the show, and I have to do something I thought I'd never do. Come to Rosenberg's defense.
Oh, wow.
If you would have asked me a few years ago, I was a casual listener. My thoughts about Rosenberg, I would have said the usual: culture vulture, trying to be down white guy. I wasn't a fan. As I grew to love hearing you all on the radio each morning, I soon realized I was incorrect. Rosenberg, you are simply a lover of true rap, true radio, and media. A family man, who of course has some flaws, as we all do, but really, you're not a bad guy. I feel that although eloquently stated, the writer of the email last week was extremely callous in their perspective. This was the email about where the person broke down like my lack of understanding of privilege.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you remember it?
Yep.
It was like very detailed.
Very almost like a thesis.
It was like it was
a thesis.
It was a thesis.
And from I think a highly educated individual who maybe even worked at a university, if I recall.
I think you're right. And that's why B. Small, who also wrote about the same email, said that he listened last week, and even though the emailer delivered an intelligent, well thought out message, the moment was cringe. And he goes on to explain while, basically there were points made in the email. He didn't think it was fair for basically me to be put in a corner and have someone tell me who's what and what about who I am.
That's
which
right.
I appreciate your feeling that way, but I didn't have a problem with that part of it per se. Anyways, back to Tiffany. She says, I think we as a society need to take a step back and realize we do not really know these people. All caps and exclamation points. You all have daily episodes, so of course we'll catch you with good days, bad days. Maybe some thoughts will be on the right side of the story, some will be on the wrong side. But we're forgetting that you're all human. I think it was unfair, and simply because someone puts over zealous, overly contrived language to state an opinion doesn't make it fact. I will say, over time, Rosenberg, you have become extremely relatable to me in your rants about annoying apartments, our ish show government, and most importantly, our little girls were born a couple of weeks apart. I felt so seen hearing you share about your baby girl when I was due any day, and now hearing about her grow up really touches me. I say all of this to say, I hope you were not hurt by the previous writer's take. As a loyal listener, I must say the sentiments are not shared by everyone. I really love the show, and I see all the effort from the team to make this work. I wish you all years of success with this program, and I can't wait to hear what's next.
Oh, super sweet. Super
Well,
nice.
I appreciate people's defense. I didn't overall, like... I hear why people would think it sounded hoity-toity, a little high and mighty to be like, I'm going to write you an email and explain why you are flawed as a human. But I understood where they were coming from, and I took it mostly in love.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I felt like that was their attempt. Maybe that's why I wasn't offended by it.
Right, like it was
I
so
think
thought out that for them, if they just didn't care and said nasty things, but it was like a thought out attempt to have a,
But
a
it's all,
conversation.
I think ultimately it's about blind spots that
Right.
we all have.
My blind spots, their blind spots, your blind spots. We all have blind spots.
I do love that she's reminding people that we are humans.
That's a shirt, blind spots.
So,
Sorry.
you know what I mean? Like,
that
that we're humans and that we show up every day with different feelings, different moods.
Well,
like-
I appreciate that too because this combines both what you're saying about us being human and Ebro's point about blind spots. Like people don't realize because like one thing we joke about off the air is like I will do something that gets just lit up in the chat. Ebro could do the exact same thing and it just flies by. There is not a thought or a mention of it. And people don't look at their own blind spots.
That's right.
As to why maybe when it comes out of my mouth with my tone from my name, it hits them one way. When Ebro does it, hits another. By the way, that is reverse. And I experienced it my whole life the other way, where white people who loved our show would come up to me and complain about things about Ebro. They found him harsh or gruff or why is he always this way? And I'm like, I say the same thing about that Ebro does. But my voice doesn't hit you the same way Ebro's does.
Because
Blind spots.
That's racist.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And that's it.
But that's everybody. That's,
but it's all our conditioning's been conditioned.
even our conditioning's been conditioned.
You know what I'm saying? And so then here's the real mind of it all. And this is where people really, really struggle because it's hard.
okay.
When you're a person of privilege, depending on your privilege, the expectation of the unprivileged is that the privileged would take a moment to understand their privilege, which would then make us all accountable to the work we need to do. And I don't think everybody want to do the work.
Well, and also, it's easy for the unprivileged to say that if they were privileged,
They would
that's
be
what
doing
they
the
would
work.
do. But guess what? You wouldn't be because you'd be privileged.
And that's why I said it's a real.
I'm just saying, everyone says what they would expect them to do, but when the shoe's on the other foot,
That's right.
people don't always do it.
On that note, I think this is pronounced Shoban.
Oh, yeah.
Did you want to read this one?
I was going to go.
Go ahead, you go.
Okay. I think it's Shaban.
Shaban. Okay.
Good morning, longtime listeners. So grateful for you three still being here and staying true to you with the community. With that, Ebro said something the other day when talking about Jelly Roll at the Grammys. And Rosenberg saying he's a good person. But Ebro said, okay, he's a good person. He's just not brave. I felt that in my heart. It is so important now. We need to be more than just good. We have to be brave and courageous and stand up against and fight for what's right. So I just wanted to say thank you. I needed to hear that morning. And I tell my son that every morning now. I love you all.
That is an underrated good line by Ebro.
Yeah.
Why you don't want to give it up to me?
What?
You sound like you're struggling to give me props.
He
right
just
there.
did.
Yeah, but it sounded forced. It sounded like it was like.
Hey, bro.
What? You need eye contact? My guy, I just said it was a good line.
It sounded like you were like didn't really want to top it off. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good delineation. The different because I was trying to think of it because like Jelly Roll and that like I definitely can tell he's a good dude.
Yeah,
definitely. I don't think he's a hateful person, but your point of that when he was given the opportunity to at least just say something kind of whatever, a little bit of something, he was like, I'm not gonna do anything.
Right.
It was an unbrave moment, at least. It certainly it was.
Sure. And we're all humans and entitled to it. And that was Freedom Friday. We're gonna close with a voice.
It was Fat Friday.
Yes,
yeah, baby.
Fat
Good morning, Ebro, Lauren, Rosenberg. I just want to say that if you're searching for news, like about something that's trending or super important, I would suggest using either NPR or WNYC or Gothamist News if it's for the city. And the reason why I'm saying it is that independent news sites like that are able to give you more nuance and touch on things that are overlooked with the Mamdani executive order situation. I feel like a lot of people and news sites were focusing on the anti-Semitism stuff, but NPR News was one of the only news sites day of that I heard them talking about the reason why he even undid Adam's executive orders in the first place. And it wasn't because Adam bad, everything he do bad. Mamdani specifically undid all the executive orders that Adams made after September 2024. Why that specific time frame? Because that was when he was indicted for corruption charges. And Mamdani believes that any executive order made after that date cannot be trusted because it's not in the best interests of New Yorkers. And that was so overlooked, and that is so important. And I want everybody to know that. And I also want you guys to know how to better find more non-biased, or at least news, or at least some more independent journalism. Anyway, good luck with the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Asher.
I don't think NPR is like quite independent, but it's certainly closer and better than most things.
Gothamist to me, I mean, I follow them and I check them out, but sometimes I feel like they twist a lot of things.
Well, I mean, they're going to have their own agenda. I mean, listen, most places have some level of agenda.
Right.
I find Gothamist local stories to be. I don't know if you.
I follow it and I check it out. I'm just.
But and WMIC is definitely WMIC is the local New York affiliate for NPR. Mm-hmm. Really great station. I don't know if you guys throw it on in the car, but like,
great.
Once you're an adult, it's a great vibe to throw on in the car. News. They got that when they do culture stuff. They put you on to good culture stuff.
Yep.
It's just good.
Shout out to WNYC.
Yeah,
and I love NPR.
Yeah.
Have you guys checked that Ground News yet? Have you guys haven't downloaded that app yet?
No.
It tells you like the slant of
No.
who's writing what and stuff.
Yeah, no,
I find it useful too.
Ground News.
Yeah, this is the one he told us about that tells you who's reporting a certain story.
How much is it? $20.99 a month?
I don't know. I gotta look again.
Ebro
I think they have a free version. They have a paid version.
Listen, if I just said I don't even know, 6 emails next week about how privileged I am. I guess Rosenberg just buys any app he wants.
Are you guys ready for it?
All right, let's go.
Sounds like a bootleg version.
That's what we have, man.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Northern tradition.
Sounds like someone recorded this off the TV.
Some people say it's even harder to find.
I wonder who did this song.
Well, then there must be some magic clue. Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene.
All right.
The bigger love of the family.
Laura, you watch the show every week?
I
when it
used
was
to
on?
back in the day, yeah.
Family Matters here on Fox Friday.
I have one.
You want to start? It's yours.
Yeah.
I just sent in a video clip this week
Oh,
with
wait.
me and Selassie, but that might be where you want to close out because that's warm and fuzzy.
'cause it's
Yours
warm and
seems
fuzzy.
a little heavy.
So yes. So guys, I go to pick up Kenza from school.
Okay.
Teacher says, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?"
Uh-oh.
And not with a smile.
Uh-oh.
I was like, "Oh, okay." Pulls me to the side and tells me that Kenza was caught up in an incident, a bullying incident.
Oh, man.
She said that Kenza and her friend were making fun and saying really nasty things to this little girl in Spanish.
Uh-oh.
You guys, my blood. I was like, okay, so tell me more. So I said, what exactly happened? And what were the words that were said? So then she starts explaining to me, and I'm like, wait a second. Kenza doesn't know these words in Spanish. They're very specific words in Spanish. So
You want to share some of the words?
apestosa.
What's that?
That means someone who's really stinky.
Okay.
But it's a very specific word that Kenza doesn't know. She
Yeah,
doesn't
how would
know
she
these
know
words.
apestosa?
Yeah, she doesn't know these.
Give me another
words.
one. I'm learning right now.
It was apestosa, fea.
That's ugly.
That's ugly.
Oh, look at you, man.
And there was a few more, but 90% of those words she doesn't use.
Right.
So I was like, So Kenza has this little friend that she loves this little girl. This little girl only speaks Spanish, guys, because her school is dual language. So at first I was like happy that she's hanging out with her because I was like, good, she has a friend that will kind of force her to speak more Spanish.
Oh,
right?
she's learning Spanish, all right.
So then after I hear what happened, so I go and I talk to her about it, and she tells me that her friend put her up to it. She was like, I was just hanging out with my friend, and my friend told me to go with her, and I went with her. And I said, but you knew that they were making this little girl feel bad, and this little girl cried. So she was like, yeah, because I thought she was being mean. And I was like, did you see her? Did she do anything that was quote unquote mean? She was like, no. And I was like, so I had to, the whole weekend was about bullying. I had to give her examples. I was explaining to her, but mostly like you are just as guilty if you tag along and support someone who's doing the dirt.
Man, I guess this doesn't help.
FD skill kids.
Doesn't hit the same right now.
So,
Doesn't help, does it?
bro, I was
this moment.
If the teacher's watching the show,
FD skill kids.
No, F these kill kids is not what
like,
you
yo,
want.
Ricardo was so angry. But yeah, we had like a whole weekend of constant, reminding her and talking to her about it. And at the end, she was just like, because I kept asking her, do you understand? I want you to tell me what you learned. And so finally she was just like, that was wrong. And I said, what are you going to do if people ask you to go with them to pick on somebody? She's like, that's wrong. I was like, yeah. I was like, you're going to tell the teacher.
is she going to be brave, though, and stand up when the pressure?
Don't go jelly roll on them.
You know
I
what
told
mean?
her, I was like, you have to stand up when you see it. Mommy used to do it. And she was just like, so I showed her a couple of videos and my friend, you know what I mean? And I was just talking to her. But guys, I was so mad and so disappointed.
Now, you never bullied anyone when you were young? You never participated in bullying? You were
No. Mostly was self-defense.
Okay.
Because I was the small one in class, so it was easy to pick on me. But I was
So
like,
people were picking on you?
yeah. But I was like, if I'm crazy, then none of
Rosenberg,
these.
you ever bullied anyone?
You have spit on your lip right there. I'm young. I don't think I ever bullied anyone young at all. Older, like college age, at late high school and college, I feel like in retrospect, in my group of friends, like my close-knit group of friends, I feel like I could be a D word to some of my other friends. Like it was all seemingly in good fun, but in retrospect, I'm like, damn, we were kind of annoying to like I have a couple of specific friends that like, and I continued to be friends with them for a long time, but then we weren't friends. Like then as we got older, they sort of left.
Yeah.
And like most of us stayed close. And I'm like, damn, I wonder if part of them were just like, they were kind of a-holes, you know?
Right.
I'm being harsh on myself. Like this is not like, I'm not talking about anything terrible, but like at sleepovers, just being the person who was kind of the butt of the joke sometimes. Maybe they got sick of it. But I was also the butt of the joke in my group of friends. So to answer your question, no, I was definitely never a bully, but I do believe I can crack a lot of jokes on my friends.
Right.
Okay.
I think the one bullying incident I was involved in was in 6th grade when this girl who was overweight, I was part of the kids that got left inside for recess for talking too much. I always got in trouble for talking too much. So you get your name put on the board and then they put like
Bart Simpson.
checks after your name, whatever. And it's now you don't get recess. Now you don't get recess. So I'm in there, and this one girl's overweight, and me and her was cool. Like I was that guy. I was cool with the kids that got picked on. I was cool with the athletes. I was cool with everybody, right? But this other guy brought to school, so he thought about this.
Yeah.
And was plotting on this girl because she's overweight. Cut out hamburgers and then taped hamburgers under her desk. So when she would open up her desk, food would just like fall. And I saw it happening. And I didn't do nothing about it. And I wasn't like, yo, that's why I didn't say nothing about it.
You weren't brave.
I wasn't brave.
Yeah, it's still haunts
I wasn't
you.
brave. I still think about it now, like, yo, that was, and I saw her later on. Like, I saw her later on. We were always cool, whatever, and I just always felt like, man, that was whack, bro.
Right.
Like, that was super whack.
Yeah,
There was this little guy at my school. His name was Howard, and he was small, like 4 feet tall, and he would always get pushed in the lockers and in the trash can. And I remember going up and cursing out the dudes and like pulling Howard out and be like, because in my head I was like, one of these days he's gonna snap. He's gonna come in here,
How old were
shoot
you?
everybody up, not me.
How old were you?
I was like in 7th grade.
You was thinking about somebody snapping?
Bro,
She was already hip to the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
But
it was still
yeah.
motivated. She was still motivated by protecting herself.
Right? I was like, Howard's gonna be okay with it.
Not gonna be my problem.
But yeah, I just remember, I was the one that was like standing up for people
Yeah.
and defending myself. So yeah, I was really, really sad about this, guys. But I explained to her, like, yo, you're just as guilty if you're going along
Yeah,
with it.
facts.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be the one using the words, but you're backing your homegirl up. So now,
Or you're seeing it and you're not saying something.
so wait, let me ask you guys a question.
I know where you're going. I don't know what you do with this friend.
Because Ricardo's like, I don't want him hanging around her anymore. Like that.
Oh, so it's a boy.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
It's
Okay.
in class. He's like, I don't want her hanging around her anymore. But they're in the class together. So, and in class, they teach you how to play with each other. It's like, what do I do? Do I tell the teacher, hey, we don't want her hanging out with her
I
anymore?
think in this
Like,
scenario,
how do you,
it's
and they're kids. They're kindergarten. You know what I mean? So how do I?
Or do you talk to the mom?
So I'm gonna. I know for a fact that the teacher spoke to the parents. But I was thinking of asking the teacher
How to go?
how to go.
yeah, that's the right thing.
Yeah, because if the teacher says the parent was great,
Mm-hmm.
and the parent was like, "Oh no, really?" But if the parent was on some fighting back
Oh,
against
well,
it, yeah,
right?
or didn't, then you might want to just separate.
That was
It's really
like
about the
that, that
parent.
was like that kid Manuel that called me an N-word in kindergarten. And I beat him up at school, and then my dad was like, yo, I want to meet with his parents. And then his parents didn't want to meet with my dad. And then we saw him, like my dad, I remember being outside of school. My dad was like, I think that's his dad right there. And he went the other direction. Never wanted, and bro was straight calling me nigger, bro.
Oh my God.
5th grade. No, I'm sorry, kindergarten.
Said kindergarten.
I was 5 years old. I don't even remember knowing what that was.
Yeah.
I just knew everybody on the playground was like, oh. And because I was the type of kid that got into a lot of fights, I just teed off.
I just know that these moments are big.
Yeah.
Like they add
Huge.
they add up. Like I've told you guys the story before of when my parents had taught me about the N-word.
Yeah.
And when I was little, and I was hanging out with my friend who turned out to be a great kid, who at the time he was telling me, he was like, so he's telling me a story. He's like, and there's this kid, blah, blah. And I called him, and he told the story of how he called the kid the N-word. And I was like, you did what? Because he thought it was cool. 'Cause kids are just making it up. They're just making up.
Well, somebody told him it was cool.
Someone told him
Someone,
somewhere
yeah.
it was cool. Someone else at school. I know his parents now. It was not at home.
yeah.
Someone told him somewhere, and he did it. I was like, oh my God. My guilt was so bad. Hearing it, I was like, I can't even be near you. I was like, my parents said, you cannot do this. This will not stand. He started crying. He's like, what? He starts crying. Like, he's now like, I thought it was cool. I was like, it's the opposite. And then he went to school the next day, apologized to this kid, and it was like a story we remembered. Like, it changed. Like that, these little moments shape who you become.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because kids don't know. Kenza doesn't know when she gets into the situation what the girl is trying to do. Yeah. She probably felt away when she saw the girl getting upset, like, ooh. But I'm here now.
Right.
And so whether you correct that or not, I think is a huge deal.
Yeah.
Between becoming a mean girl or not.
It was a thing. Like
Well,
with
and-
kids, like I just can make sure, because I always ask her, I was like, what do you think? Can you tell me what you learned? How does it make you feel? Because sometimes kids will just yes you to death. Yes, okay. And then when you ask
And then they let them go and that's it.
Right. So I just want to make sure you understand
That's right.
where we're coming from, and Ricardo and I were both very serious about it. And we didn't just do it one day. It was like 30 days of talking about it.
What did it feel like? And I'm sure I could ask you the same thing about something else, but what did it feel like, because I haven't gotten to experience this yet, to be like disappointed in like your little perfect girl? Like that had to
It feels terrible. Because I was like, how could you? How could you? And then I went up to the little girl. I was like, you're beautiful, and I'm sorry, and I'm going to talk to Kenza, and we're going to fix this, and I promise you this is not going to happen again. And if you ever feel uncomfortable, you tell the teacher, and she's going to tell me, So I went and had to talk with the little girl.
She was just like me. You were making Michael Goldstein cry.
Bro, I was so heartbroken. heartbroken because, rewind, 3-year-old Kenza, when kids were blocking the slide at the playground, she was pushing kids out the way, helping all the little girls, you know what I mean, when they were getting bullied. So I was like, how did you turn into the bully?
Yeah.
Bro, it broke my heart. I'm not going to lie. But, we talked it through and just understanding how much she didn't understand.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kind of puts things into perspective and you feel a little bit more like, God, you're 5. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But I was hurt.
No, I get it.
My kid.
Nah, listen, man. They're little human beings. You're going to be disappointed, and you got to tell them that you're disappointed.
Right.
Yeah.
But that they can fix it. You're not withholding your love from them.
No,
you're just
but
disappointed.
I am disappointed in you. We don't do that in this family. That's not what we stand for. We're not for that. That's not what's happening.
And
now, the problem a lot of parents run into is the fact that the kid has already observed their bad behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're turning to the kid, trying to tell the kid that we don't do. Kids ain't stupid, even at, or let me use a better word. They're not unaware. At 5 years old, at 4 years old,
those
at
little
3
ears
years
are
old.
up, Peter.
They're
listening.
hearing everything, seeing everything. Everything, bro. You think they're not watching? Oh, they're watching the show right now. They ain't listening to me. Nah, son.
They're listening.
Them brains is fresh. They can pick up 4 and 5 things at the same time.
You know how many times we've been in the kitchen and Kenza's like in her little area, like on a book, and me and Ricardo are saying, and she'll stop and answer, and I'm like, "You're listening?"
Yeah, that brain is freshly wired, bro.
Yeah, it's clean. No
Clean,
problem. No dust.
Nah, nothing.
You don't need WD-40 in there. The whole thing's working clean.
Ears on fire. Everything is working, man. You gotta be on it. Rosenberg, you said you had an apartment update in Family Matters.
Yeah. So we're figuring things out.
Yeah.
Natalie, after a couple of different conversations and things that have transpired, she had an in-person conversation, and then she followed up with an aggressive email saying, we feel that X, Y, and Z is not cool, not okay, and we would like to terminate the lease. And we were told, okay, basically we disagree with some of the things you're saying, but we don't want to hold you hostage. So if you want to terminate the lease, you can. Now, what does that mean exactly? We'll find out when the next steps get taken.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because are they going to charge you certain fees?
Right. Like, oh, when that, but you got to pay for this and you got to do that. So we're going to see where it goes from here. Now it's deciding.
But you can't take it no more.
Well, that's the interesting part. At this moment, it's okay. And frankly, when you hear you can leave, it makes you immediately sort of be like, well, this isn't so bad.
Oh, do not.
But I'm not. No, but I'm not. So I had to tell Natalie because she started being like, well, it's not so bad right now. I'm like, Natalie, it's going to be the elevators out again.
Yes.
It's going to be the next thing that they're doing. And then if we ended up staying, during the summer, we'll probably be like, oh, it's mostly okay. Then it's going to start getting cold again. Baby's room's going to get cold again. It's going to be nasty outside. Like, we have to remember, we can't just get like lulled to sleep. So I think we look for our next place, which I'm doing aggressively. The second we find it, try to set the date and then see what happens from there.
Well, just go through the check. What was your checklist? Elevators being out. If you're not on the first floor, elevators will be out at some time. That's going to happen.
All
the
being out,
frequency,
all
being out, the frequency.
Like it
shouldn't be, but it could happen.
It could, but the thing is, like, if you live in a building where they have 5 elevators and sometimes elevators are out and as a result it's slow, that happens. If you've ever been in a building, though, and the only working elevators are out.
That's right, I've done it.
That is a problem.
I've walked 20 flights. 3 elevators, all of them out, 20 flights.
Yeah.
That is a problem. That happens?
Yes.
Yes, it's happened to me, and I had to carry all the stuff upstairs. Yep.
So you can make the case, right, that like these things happen, you know?
But that's why I said your checklist. So I'm just saying, if elevators is one of them.
But remember, there's also the health part that we don't truly know. Right? Yeah, like they had open lead violations when they told us there weren't.
Well, no, that's why I said you got to go down your checklist.
Right,
like I was just saying, if elevators is a thing, I'm just letting you know it may always be a thing. Now move to your next item.
Right. Do you have any concern about open lead violations or anything that could be of danger that we're unaware of?
Parking, not communicating during construction. What's your policy? How were tarps just thrown up in my hallway? I didn't get an email. There wasn't a note put under my door. There wasn't a thing posted on the other. It was nothing.
And that's my point, is that like so Natalie then, she's like, well, but in a couple of weeks, you know, like they're going to be done with that and the hallway will actually be slightly better, right? And I'm like, you're right. You know, it'll be slightly, by the way, slightly better. But that doesn't change the fact of how they operate. And it's going to be different things. There'll be another thing that they do and don't tell us about. As a friend,
but your plan was to only be here for a year.
Yeah.
That was your plan. So on your checklist of items, when you talk about next winter, you weren't even supposed to be here next winter.
No, we were. It was going to be next winter in a best case scenario, no matter what. We moved there in the winter.
Got it.
And we actually signed a lease that's longer than a year.
Got it.
So
you're annoyed, and you might be moving.
I'm okay with moving. Like Natalie is too. She's going to follow my lead on this. I believe that she's frustrated at the prospect of moving again, and I get that. Moving is not fun. You're going to spend money, all of those things. But I'm like, we've worked hard, and we have a few dollars where we can afford to make a mistake. We made a mistake. We can afford to make up for the mistake. Some people can't, and that's terrible. Those people are taken advantage of. Just because it sucks doesn't mean we should be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Like when we walk in and I look around, I'm like, this isn't it. Like I just have friends who've come over and they're like, well, as my friend pointed out, he's like, why do you move any place worse than the last place you lived?
Well, that's why I hit you with this a while ago.
Congratulations.
For a little more space?
Okay, so look at the bright side now. Now that you're month to month, that's what we're going to look at.
That's how I choose to look at it.
Yes, month to month, that you can take your, not take your time, but you have time to
make the
look.
right decision.
Yes, and don't rush. And I also suggest that when you find somebody that you love, dude, be a creep and just talk to some of the people who are there. Like I in my building, I hung around and waited. Somebody came out and I was like, let me ask you a question. How do you like this building? I'm thinking of
you're right.
XYZ.
Well, no.
And then,
and the other part is when you go look at places to move, go look at them between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Also look at nighttime to see what that neighborhood
What when people are coming and going?
Coming and going home from work and how packed it is and how the front desk manages this like rush hour or how the elevators function during when everyone in the building's leaving and coming and going and all of, you know.
I popped by a place yesterday because there's a place I saw that I liked.
Yeah.
So I popped in at a random time just to feel it out.
Yep.
Walked in the lobby, talked to the doorman, one of which was very excited that I showed up. Random guy from the Bronx who's a rapper of some sort. But again, that has positives and negatives.
That's right.
Depends on the person.
Keep it real.
Right.
What's the tea?
So, but it was funny. Like just even on a basic level. Not to say that this would be the place or whatever. And this is super bougie. But just walking into the lobby and the fact that like they have outfits that they're supposed to wear and one guy's behind a desk and another guy is at the door wearing a cap being like, I'm here. He's helping people with stuff. They don't help people in our building. Like if our doorman is there, he's a lovely guy and he will run and help you. They don't have a ramp at my building.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
You saw that. There's no ramp. You have to lift. You had to physically do it.
Yeah.
You can't. Like that's crazy. We have to walk. Natalie, if the guy's not there for some reason, you have to walk backwards and drag up the stroller.
Yeah.
Like just that alone is
Well,
trash.
but I think also you got to put it in context. There's people who live in those sort of predicaments, but what price are they paying? Based on the price you're paying.
See, now we're having the conversation.
That's the conversation.
If people, y'all think I'm bougie now, if you knew what I was paying for this dump, you'd think I was not only bougie, but a moron. For that, you're dealing with this? So anyways, that's the update. Oh, and also, guys, yesterday, while I wasn't home, Maya fell for the first time.
There you go.
Oh, no.
And like kind of busted herself up a little bit.
Wait, what
Did you
happened?
send the photo over? Let's see it. You gotta say people can't see.
No, I don't want to show. That Natalie might be upset.
Why? Because she doesn't look her best?
No,
I'll
tell you why. Because it was on her watch.
Nah, come on,
Let me ask you though.
fam.
Hold on. Let me ask you.
Yes, moms and dads, I'm sure somewhere, but moms definitely, if it's on their watch, they're.
No, she kept it. And by the way, she was like, "Yeah, the baby, she fell a little bit." I looked at her, I went, and then later I forgot. I went, "Yo, her lips really kind of busted up." She's like, "Yeah, I told you she fell." I was like, "What happened?" She was like, "Well, she fell and blah blah blah." And in my head, I'm going, I was like, "You didn't reach out to me?" And she was like, "Well, I mean, what are you going to do about it?" I went, "Well, that doesn't stop you from texting me every single time Bear takes a shit in the apartment." If my guy takes a shit in the apartment, I get a text. Bear took a shit.
Oh my God.
Somehow, she started cracking up. I'm like, but the baby falls, and you don't think I need to know about that? And then I was just crossing my mind today, because I'm really not upset about it, and I know these things happen. But Ebro, I can't help but cross my mind. If this were reverse.
you be listen. She can't trust you anymore, and she be leaving the house like I don't even know if I can leave the baby with you anymore.
Exactly.
No, but the double standard is wild,
standard,
bro.
and you know it's true. It's the same with her. If it happened on Ricardo's watch, she's gonna be like, but when it's you, it's mom.
I mean, what were you doing? Do you not pay attention to our? You were on your phone.
You were on your phone, weren't you? Yeah. What were you doing? Looking at you're fighting with people in comments instead of like.
Absolutely. Now for my family thing that matters.
Let's see.
Let's look at this little vid I posted on my socials the other day.
Okay, let's go.
That's right. J. Cole.
That's a thick vinyl.
I think it's, yeah.
Selassie, you know about J. Cole?
Double.
No?
No.
Oh. You want to learn? Okay, J. Cole. Can you say J. Cole? There you go. See? You're learning already. He was sitting at a desk similar to yours when he started.
Is it similar?
See? That's his desk right there, you see?
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
She's drawing, bro. She's working.
Busy.
He was maybe doing some scribbles just like you. Let's zoom in. Well, it looks like some scribbles. were
Yo,
going
she's
on.
like, does this guy ever shut up?
I'm creative.
Yeah. No?
I just love when she goes, no.
No.
Like, I'm telling you, no.
That's fantastic.
Nah, Selassie's great. And happy birthday to Selassie. 2 years old today.
Oh, it's going down.
2 years old, that young Selassie.
Wow. I get nervous. Laura, I'm not going to lie. The Selassie videos make me nervous about Maya's development.
What do you mean?
Because I'll see videos of Selassie at like 19 months giving soliloquies, and I'm like, and then I look over at Maya, I'm like, Maya, what do you got to say? And she's like, duck, 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 duck.
Now, I'm going to tell you, how's mine now?
13 months.
13 months.
Yeah.
It starts to just click, man.
Well, no, the walk-in right now is clacking.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
how long did that take?
Although
4 weeks?
apparently she's had some issues this week. Maybe she was drunk.
4 weeks?
The walking, well, she didn't really crawl in any real way till like 11 months, 10 and a half months.
Yep. Selassie was similar.
And then she crawled for like 3 weeks
And was up.
started getting up and
Yeah,
moving.
she was pretty quick.
So she's been walking for 6 weeks.
No. She's now been walking a little bit for a month and really walking aggressively where like every time you sit her down, she pushes herself up and starts walking and rarely crawls.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Right. It starts to
Click, clack.
It starts to go.
It's going to turn up, though.
No, listen, I'm fine. I don't want it to go any
Enjoy,
faster.
yeah. Because in a minute they start running. Then you're just running up and down. You know that long hallway you talk about?
By the way, hit the button again. Is that what you wanted?
Congratulations.
How is that going to make things easier?
Yourself.
All that square footage in this apartment is all in a damn hallway.
Well, now you got to run.
And literally run. Because you don't know where.
Because you might as well. It's 8 o'clock at night. She won't go to sleep. 7 o'clock. She's got all this energy. Yo, let's go. Now we're just running laps. Let's just run laps.
And by the way, and Bear is in the line too. Bear's running after. It's all three of us. Every time it's happening, he's there too. And Bear wants to be near her all the time, but also doesn't care about where she's walking.
Yeah.
So he's there, but he's also nearly cutting her off or knocking her over. And they've actually been pretty good so far. She is yet to, I know it's coming, she's yet to try to pull up on him.
Oh, yeah. You
He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
No, he would be. It just won't work. He'll fall.
Right.
If she pulls, he will just give out. He's not going to fight it and bite her or anything like that, but he would just go down.
What shows is she watching?
Really just Miss Rachel still.
Really? So you haven't put like a show with a bunch of music on or like
Miss Rachel's got to share it.
Well, no, I meant like a movie. You haven't put a movie on yet.
We have. We've watched Lion King, not into it and didn't care that much. Yeah. So far
That's
the movies
normal for
don't, the fan, whatever other Disney things she put on, she's just like,
Disney might be a little.
Does she like Elmo?
She likes Elmo a little. The only thing right now that makes her immediately start smiling and she's locked in and you're dead to her is Miss Rachel.
Try to put on Trolls.
You think Trolls would be a good one?
It's bright. The little characters and the songs are great. And sing she might like because it's animals singing songs. But I'm telling you, as a parent, and it's worked so far with Selassie and it worked with Issa. I could only take so much of the kids' Elmo shows because you're gonna watch them over and over. Yeah. So luckily, Sing came out. Issa was like 2, and I noticed that she was sitting through about 45 minutes of a show, like she was doing pretty good. So I was like, you know what? Let's take it to her first movie. Sing came out, went to the first movie. She lasted, it's a 90 minutes. She lasted an hour and 5, and then I had to take her out because she was just couldn't sit.
It's too much, right?
But got home, bought it, streaming it. She could watch it. I could just put it on, and it's good music though, because it's actual real songs, and so they end up learning real classic songs.
Right. That's dope.
Sing is great. Trolls is great. Trolls, the second one is great, and then another one, if it doesn't have as much music, but it's just great, which is Secret Life of Pets, which is just dogs and cats.
I gotta tell you, I was disappointed with Secret Life of Pets.
There's Secret Life of Pets 2.
So Secret Life of Pets 2.
Is it better?
Max and Duke, the lady has a baby.
Oh boy.
So
it
now
ratchets
Max,
up a bit.
Right, it ratchets up.
But when I saw Secret Life of Pets, it was with my niece and nephew.
How old were they at the time?
Well, they're 18 now. So my guess is they were already like 9 years old. They were kind of like, whatever, that's fine.
I didn't care.
18 years old, bro.
Oh man,
isn't that crazy? Remember, they came in studio.
I know.
As little guys.
Well, that's Family Matters. Do we close out with the song?
I mean, I don't want to get there. What bootleg?
What was that?
Yo, Griff downloaded a bootleg version of the song.
That was terrible. Can we get the actual song, guys?
No, it sounds nasty.
It's a rare condition this day.
Yo, that was Family Matters. How long was that segment?
Long.
Like 20 minutes?
Long enough that we got to go, I think.
I know.
Where we at? What's our time?
Of the grand design.
30 minutes of that.
It's even harder to find.
Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, that is our Friday FOT show.
Yeah.
Family Matters, FOT Friday. You know what I mean? With your emails and voice note. Once again, Ebro, Laura Rosenberg at gmail.com. Hit us up. And we'll see you next week.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Please subscribe. Please share.
Stop yelling at me. I'm not saying that the Epstein files aren't bad. Okay? I'm not saying Trump is not bad. Stop.
You know, it was nuanced, that convo yesterday.
Man, I got fried in the comments.
Really?
I think
How bad was it?
It was a good frying. I think y'all need to look at yourself. If you're so sure you know exactly what's happened, and I'm terrible for being just not sure, you may be deep in your algorithm.
Are you not sure, or is it not proven?
I'm not sure to the extent is all.
Right.
Not sure to the extent. And I don't think that Trump's ever getting taken out by the Epstein files. That's just a belief. I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, it's kind of based on history.
So it seems.
Yeah.
Right? That's just, you know.
Good luck.
I'm not saying it's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ebro, Laura Rosenberg Show. Subscribe. Follow along. We appreciate all the love. See you on Monday. Right. J. Cole.